points in Antflix. Now, one of you asked me, when is 10 plot points in Antflix coming out? Well, I'm making it right now. Just want to discuss the elephant in the room in episode 5. It is actually called animation in episode 5. I think this is just because the Antflix, it got like a name change, but then it was a fraudulent email, so I guess that's why that happened. It's now labeled animation. I hope Antflix will be in the next few episodes. Anyway, let's begin. Number 1. How would you know that Mr. P created the vaccine, and why would you trust him? In the original chapter 5, you wouldn't actually know that Mr. P created the faulty vaccine. Why would you trust him if he created the faulty vaccine? Why would you have any reason to trust him? Although I think, and I'm going to say it right now, I think that Mr. P is X. Mr. P is being really sus, and I think he is X. Number 2. Pony is in a very small car. Why is Pony in the trunk? Will and Billy are cruel, man. They don't care, they just seat him in the trunk. Also, it's a very small car. I didn't discuss this in the last video for some awkward reason, but I do now. Number 3. How could a 9-year-old climb an entire bus? I discussed in one of the other episodes that he could chop off someone's leg. Now he's just climbing an entire bus. What can this kid not do? Number 4. How does Mr. P know Ant's name? Although, again, I think Mr. P is X and he's like a super secret spy agent. So maybe that's why. Number 5. Who was the guy that got ran over and brutally murdered by Willow? Was it an infected? Was it a normal person? They seem to not be doing anything. It's just something to consider, this one. Number 6. Teacher switched from a long dress to a short dress. This is one of the very minuscule details that you'll spot, because in episode 2, teacher was actually in a long dress, but in this episode, she's in a short dress. Maybe she changed from it, but we haven't seen that. Man, there's something going on with long dresses and short dresses. Number 7. Everyone seemed to forget what in the world was Tigery doing? All by himself in the refinery, just not doing anything. Although I think I know what he's doing. He's playing on his Nintendo Switch like it was in episode 4. Number 8. How could teacher have wrote the encrypted message? Now, this plot point is also in Piggy, so I don't blame Antics. Antics also noticed this plot point as well. So I don't blame him at all, but it doesn't really make sense. If you can't feel what you do, then how are you writing the message? This is Minitoon's fault, not Antix's fault. Number 9. How come all of the TSP members are in the same place? Maybe they're in like this sort of gang, and then they go to the TSP gang again. I don't know how that happened. Like, they still know each other, but they're not talking. It doesn't make sense. Number 10. How come the TSP members all know Tigery? But you might be like, oh, safe, Willow told them. I skimmed through the episode, and I did not find when Willow introduced Tigery to them. And they know. Maybe they're super secret spy agents again, but I don't know. Maybe they're working with Mr. P or something. Anyway, those are my 10 plot points in Antflix or animation, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!